Alright, this one has been a while coming, but a lot of progress has been made on two major milestones of the canoe build. The episode after this one will be the inner and outer stems, but today we're going to talk about the Strongback. Welcome once again to Al's Canoe Kalamazoo. If you're new to the channel, my name is Brian. Al's got me helping him out with this video series while he focuses on some exciting things happening back at the shop. The Strongback holds our station molds in place, so it needs to be a straight, sturdy beam that won't move over time, and it brings the boat up to a good working height. Without access to some of the larger equipment we have back at our main facility, I got most of my cuts done freehand with a circular saw. Al's design for this model uses a single sheet of 3/4 plywood. So we really pushed it into the night today, but I have all the boards cut now for the Strongback. So I just leaned everything up against itself to see how it looks when it's all put together. This is upside down right now, so the inside is gonna stay open, and then on each of the other three sides there are two long boards with one seam. So if you look at this side board, here's the seam on that edge. And what I've tried to do is to keep them from being straight across from each other. So there's no seam there. And here's the other seam on this long side. And then the wider beams in the middle have their seam right there. So everything is kind of staggered and separate from each other. That'll help keep it from bending and going out of square. You also see the small boards inside to give it a little more strength, hold everything from moving around. My plan tonight is to screw all the side boards onto these internal supports, and to make for easy lifting and storage, I'm going to leave it in two sections where the side boards meet in the middle. And then later on, if I get a little help from Al, we'll put on the main platform of it and screw it all together into one solid piece. So this is fairly important. Actually, this is fairly important. Yeah. So I've got the platform screwed onto the two main sections. You can really see the staggering of the joints from this point of view. One thing I do need to do is add in this middle support, and then I will be able to screw the two halves together. We'll see what it looks like. I think I can get it done tonight. Okay, this is all the main parts of the Strongback finally all put together. Everything's screwed in tight, just need to add the legs on. So this is the open side again, a little bit of overhang, and there's the main platform, nice and clean and straight. Got a little bit of flexibility to it, might stabilize a little bit more when we put the legs on it and set it flat on the floor, but for now, pretty happy with it. I think it's going to get the job done. Each of the station molds needs a brace to screw onto to hold it in place. For that I used some 2x2 pine cut down to 12 inches, basically just the width of the Strongback. And then I'm screwing all of those into place from underneath. A couple of them I couldn't really get to because of the inner support, so you'll see some gaps for now. But eventually came back with some longer screws and screwed those down from the top instead. For the legs, I cut 3 boards to equal length, again using the same material from that first sheet of plywood, and then 2 more boards to go crosswise at the bottom. Each one is attached with 3 screws into one of my inner supports, and then the bottom section is also attached by 3 screws. So my garage floor is not perfectly level. I just want to match the angle of this floorboard to the angle of my actual platform on the Strongback, so the bubble's a little to the left on this. Let's just check it on this board, and that's actually pretty dead center, so I'm going to make a small adjustment with a hammer. That might be enough. I left my clamp a little bit loose, and just so as to show my level of intelligence, because I hammered it the wrong way. Trying to move the bubble left, I need to move the right side down. Let's try that one more time. Sorry about the lousy camera work. That, to me, looks like a better match. Yeah, I like it there. Let's put the screws in. These screws in. And the level matches the baseboard, so happy with that. Let's do the other one. Okay, it's basic, it's rudimentary, but we have 3 legs on here. Middle one's just going to kind of keep it from sagging in the middle. So I'll get a little bit of help flipping this over, and we'll see how flat it sits. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate comments and likes if you found this interesting. Go back and watch the first episode if you haven't seen it. And remember to subscribe if you want to see how the boat's coming along in future videos. For Al's Canoe Kalamazoo, have a good one.